some liquid refreshments. The Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start. From inside the 10, here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Mean Green offense will take the field, and they'll get this thing underway. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Off play action on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finds the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Now on the move. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football.
There he goes. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Texas.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late. But what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
The Mountaineers offense has its first opportunity of the day. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch right at the 50. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got room to work. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
North Texas doing business from the red zone. Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mean Green. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Behind the chains now on second and long. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early. Touchdown, North Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Penn State is going to enjoy the trip back to Happy Valley after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Beaver Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on.
21, West Virginia, 0.
The Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Looking downfield. Right on the money. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown Mountaineers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking left. Complete downfield. Breaks into the open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got him downfield. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, force the 2nd down and goal.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
That makes the score North Texas 28,
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
First down, West Virginia.
To the air on first down. It's on target and complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
First down, West Virginia.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Shelton. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
First down, West Virginia.
They just keep firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ward. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, he's got some space. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. He spins that thing down the middle. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. To the ground with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Escapes trouble. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll pull it down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
North Texas could see if they can get a chunk play here on 2nd and inches. A strike downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
He's got an open man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Under fire. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Rushes on him, using his legs to buy some time. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
And that's a long way to throw the football. When you throw that comeback, it's all the way out wide. Nice job by the corner seeing it. The receiver looks like he's running a vertical route, but then sets it down. He stays right there with him, breaks on the football, and swats it down.
Another incompletion on third down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on! And he'll be smacked to the ground. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so...
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and now it's a two-possession game, down 15. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. North Texas will come to the line with a first and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Moving toward the end zone. And fumble! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
The give to the back. Spins away from the defense. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Rides the back and leaves it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Back to the ground with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it, and you didn't pick it." And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble. Has another 1st down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
You still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. A good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Snagged out of the air. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. It's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got it in the middle. It's Shelton. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense. Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Mountaineers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Oh, they're after him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. Has to get there to move the sticks. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets past the marker. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Texas. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
First down, West Virginia.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Mean Green. And the punishment has been extended. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Shelton. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end.